Hello Straders, Dan here. I'm gonna try to play Living End again. Please be aware that I have no idea how to play this deck, so this will be interesting. But I've listened to your feedback. I've gone down to 2 Archfiend of Ifnir. I know the Archfiend is not good enough for the deck, but I just want to try him out. So I'm running that over the 2 copies of Beast Within that I don't own. Have a look at this. This is the deck list from Grand Prix Copenhagen, the one where Binkaby played. There were 2 high-placing Living End lists. I think it was 2nd place. Notice that they don't play Desert Cerodon. And I can't understand why. We have Spirit Guides, but we don't want the red Cycler for 1 mana. We are running Deadshot Minotaur instead, which is a 3/4 that kills flyers, instead of a 6/4. I don't know about that, but I'm sure they know more than I know. So I have I have a hopscotch mismatch of everything here. I also don't have all the lands I should have. But this is the list I'm going to play today. It's also included in the show notes. Let's do this. When do you give me feedback on my play? Please tell me the minute and second I did something so I can quickly find it. Because there are so many videos on this channel, and I often do the videos a bit in advance. Praexor is my opponent. Let's make his end a living one. Okay, we got 2 lands. We got a Street Wraith, Desert Cerodon. This looks fantastic, right? Gonna get a Blood Crypt. Oh, Living End is bad. We don't want to have that in hand. We're just gonna cycle a whole lot. This is a keep, I think. Oh! He's an archaeologist. I do a lot of YouTube stuff on 10,000 to 700 BC on the Fan of History channel. Check it out. Okay. We are getting... I guess we need red-green then. We'll cycle the Street Wraith first. There's the Demonic Dread for the big finish, so now I'm gonna get... I don't need to do that now, right? So I can do that later. I'm gonna get a red land of some sort. Possibly then a Blood Crypt. And a while. I'm thinking Merfolk. So now I get the Blood Crypt and cycle it. I've done 5 damage to myself. There is a Street Wraith, so I can do more damage to myself. And the Archfiend. I need 1 more land. Okay, so here I only have a 1 mana cycler. So I guess I can cycle the Archfiend here instead. Except that I can draw a cycler with the 1 mana cycler. And I have plenty of stuff in my graveyard already, so we could go Living End happily here. And just run him over. And maybe we need an Archfiend for that, to kill all the Merfolk. I wonder how I sideboard against Merfolk. Shriekmaws, perhaps? So which land do I want here? No! He has disconnected. Probably not to go to check out my channel. It's probably a mistake. Okay. what are we doing here? We have to find the land. But I think I will cycle Archfiend here for 2. He's back. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. Do we still living end if we get 4 creatures? That sounds pretty powerful. Yeah, I think I want an Archfiend alive here. So we, in the end step, we cycle Archfiend, and then we are ready to dread next turn. Okay, stop chatting, start playing. Okay, now I'm gonna get the green mana, I think. And then I cycle Archfiend. Hoping to find the land. We can go to town, but I don't find the land. But I... Oh no! I should have gotten a dual land. A spirit guide. Do I go for dread? You can't counter dread. But this is my chance to cast dread. So I have Archfiend. Yeah, it's... I think I just cast dread here. Okay, we need a target creature. Of course we do. Okay, I'm gonna start by cycling the horror. See if I find the land anyway. I do find the land. So now I can play that, cycle the Cerodon. And use the Spirit Guide and cycle another Archfiend. So we exile this. Cycle that. And then we have Archfiend, and then we dread the next turn. Worst case, we have to give him something with the Beast Within. Oh, but now he has a creature that we can target, so that's good. Okay, now I have double Archfiend. That will be terrible for Merfolk. Spreading Seas is bad, but it doesn't do much. We can still cast it because we have the Mire. Otherwise it could get terrible. It looks like a bad day for him. He can sacrifice the Curse Catcher, so he has the Curse Catcher again, but that doesn't help him much, does it? The end phase, we cycle Archfiend. Then we get red mana and Cascade. Look at that guy. Destroy target non-basic land. Okay, I'm just getting the mountain. I'm at 8. Black, blue, red. Demonic Dread. Cascade! Cast Living End, yes please. Oh, and I needed to pay 1 mana, but I do pay 1 mana. Yes. That could have gone bad. Ta-da! Okay, nobody has haste. Still looks pretty good. Well, can Iron Walk for 8 maybe? Maybe I have to Fulminator Mage myself. I can Beast within the Spreading Seas. Or even my own land. Well, if he gets 2 lords now, no, it doesn't really work. I don't feel that I'm safe. I feel I need cyclers. Whenever you cycle or discard another card. Is it Fulminator Mage time? With 2 lords he does 7 damage. If I beast within my own land. But he just need another Spreading Seas to be able to Island Walk me. So he hits me for 5 and then he just needs to survive. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Okay, my plan is to block with the Street Wraiths. What if I attack with everything? He can put out 1 blocker. He's gonna block the 2 biggest things, and I'm gonna do 16 damage. That's not gonna work, so I'll keep the Cerodon and Horror of the Broken Lands. No, I'll attack with Archfiend and Horror of the Broken Lands. And then I only have Beast Within. But if he can counter Beast Within, then I'm dead. Beast Within, fairly flexible. And now I'm threatening 3 cyclers as well. But if I had 3 cyclers, I would probably just have used them. Okay, we got rid of a lord. That's pretty good. So now it's all about if it get countered or not. What happened to my third blocker? Okay. I thought I had 3 Street Wraiths. Oh. What? Okay. My mistake, but fortunately blocked. Okay, didn't play anything end of turn. That is good. Yeah, my player screams Beast Within here. But you still have to declare your attacker. So I will do it in the attack phase. But any counterspell stops it, so it's not fun. Oh no! Let's see if he should have won. Well, I could have... yeah, you're right. I would have won. Let's go to the next. How do you sideboard against Merfolk? Please let me know what you think. Maybe very little. Shriekmaw got to be good. I don't think we need anything of this. Maybe be able to kill a lord is good. But that's a very hefty price to pay. So what do you take out? That's always hard with this deck. What do you take out? Fulminator Mages. We could dismember Mutavault. Yeah, misclicking here is very easy. Practice matches used to have an extra 5 minutes to help with that, but that is now gone. I'm gonna run like this. Let's try it. I have one land. It's Grow the Burnwillows. I have double Spirit Guide. So I can cycle. And hope to... I think I'm going to keep this. For this is the hands. If you have Spirit Guide in your deck, you will get these kinds of hands. So I will try to make this work. Let me know if you think it's idiotic. I'm also on the draw. Everyone knows what it is like to be new to this program. Okay, Curse Catcher has arrived. And I will just cycle like a crazy person. There's my Shriekmaw. Okay, so now we do this. Better find us some lands. It's a land. How sweet is that? Let's find more lands. We still need a black mana. That's not a black mana. But it's something we can cycle next turn. We can double cycle next turn, which will give us 3 draws for the Dread. Curse Catcher is of course super good because he will just counter the Living End, which we almost fell into last turn. Really looking for blue mana here. Oh, I mean black mana. Oh, if I wanted blue mana, I now have it. That should slow me down. There is Mr. Street Wraith. Let's cycle him. And Mr. Archfiend, which we can now cycle. So let's do that at the end of turn. Graveyard is starting to look pretty fat. My pauper instinct is like, oh no, it's Ninja of the Deep Hours. But it never is in Modern, or very rarely, unless you're playing against Travis Wu and Ninja Bear Delver. Uh-oh, it's Mr. Vile. Another Curse Catcher. Colorless cycling isn't that bad against Spreading Seas. Still need that black mana though. Oh, now we just need any mana. Pretty much. Oh, we need to cycle Carotid. I do play 19 mana, and that thing we can't cycle, so our aggressive start didn't amount to much. We really need land. I am running 19 land. Depends on how fast he can kill me now. So getting rid of those Curse Catchers... uh-oh. Wish I had more Archfiends. But now we have a big problem. But it's pretty much the same problem as we had. Find the black mana. And that's not what we're doing. Where are my colorless cyclers? No lords yet. I find the balance between blue, balance between the 3 colors pretty complicated to get the land base right. And as I said, I don't have all the non-shock, non-fetch lands that you really need in this deck. Which I of course would get before I play this in a league, if I ever get to the proficiency of that. And now we are going down fast, and we will be dead next turn. And yeah, there is no really great way out here. Is there? This is pretty dangerous. We get a green mana. We can cycle this guy. That doesn't help, and now we die. Yeah. Think Dismember is pretty good in the deck. And I am prepared to chalk this down to my mana base. If you have any suggestions for changing this mana base, please let me know. Maybe I should run 2 tombs and 2 blood crypts. Let's run like this again. I suppose there is... I used to play Living End back in 2013, I think. And I never really got the hang of it. Here we have another complicated hand. And I feel now that I don't want to keep one lander. Is that correct? What's the mulligan rules? But I'm gonna mulligan this. Now I have one land. I can cycle it, and I can get an extra. I can't cycle it. I can't cycle the Carabids. I think I'm gonna keep this. I'm definitely gonna put that on top. I think this deck is quite difficult, but it's very consistent. Mute a Vault into a while, I bet. Yes. Okay, so now we know we have a land, which is nice. And it's our turn. Got the Outburst ready for an early Living End, which probably won't happen. And now we have the option of Dismember or cycle Carabid or cycle Archfiend, and we'll probably cycle Archfiend then. We did hit the land drop. All good. It'll be a very small Living End, but then we could get Archfiend active and see how well he works. He reveals Harbinger of the Tides. Yeah, I think the Living End will be good here. And then we really get to try out Archfiend. Of course I have to draw a land. But there is the Spirit Guide. And I got the Carotid. I think I'm gonna do it here. And we shall see how well it works. Pretty risky. He can put the... No, he didn't do it with Living End. Oh, he does it. Yeah, Curse Catcher. And that works, but I think it was worth it. He has to have the Curse Catcher. Maybe I was too aggressive there. I prefer to hit the Mutavault or Lord with... Dismember. But we are low on lands again. I'm definitely not comfortable with Simian Spirit Guide. I'm probably misplaying it. Okay, need to dig for lands. And we don't find them. And now we're gonna suffer so bad from a spreading seas. But I'm gonna hit the Mutavault or a Lord. He will just curse catch to prevent it. Think it is worth it though. He must sacrifice the curse catcher. Oh, he missed. Careful. Do we still do it? We don't have anything to cycle next turn. He's keeping mana open. I'm dismembering. Maybe this is too many life. And I'm just killing the curse catcher. Oh my god, find me a land. Yeah, should have cycled. No, I couldn't cycle that for green. Yeah, nothing is happening. And he only needs 2 more attacks, so this is not going to work out. There are no more curse catchers, which is good. But I assume he just has a counterspell of some sort. Ah, the pain. So we pretty much have to resolve Living End here. And I think we're not gonna be able to do that. Well, let's cycle this guy and see what happens, but yeah, we can't do it without the lands, can we? I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm just crying. Yeah, there were the lands. On Saturday. Well, I did get Mana Screw, but I think this deck sort of sets itself up for that. And I have to look over the success. Let's do that as an exercise here. Okay, so let's look at the deck here. And the mana. What can I do to improve this mana? The cards I really want are to get to this mana base. I need Blooming Marsh, which is an expensive standard card, so that's not gonna happen. I don't buy standard cards, because they lose 90 to 98% of their value when they rotate. Look at the Scry lands from Theros, for example. That's Blackcleave Cliffs, which is pretty expensive and probably will remain so until it is reprinted. So that's not an option. We need something else. Let me know what you think I should play for lands. and what the balance should be between the lands. And after I lick my wounds, I will be back. I don't guarantee that I will be playing Living End every Saturday, but I will probably play it again. The sideboard is also not very thought through. If anybody has a sideboard plan for Living End and a sideboard to go with it, I will switch to that. Thank you for watching.